first people we've got are from Probation and Parole, Queensland Corrective Services. So we have Lyshae and Alicia.
We work at Probation and Parole, focused at the Logan City office. So we both graduated in 2013 with a Bachelor of Criminology and Criminal Justice. I'm going to apologise at the beginning. Criminology is just so fun, so I'm going to be jumping from here to there and everywhere. We graduated in 2013. We are now working for Queensland Corrective Services. So in Queensland Corrective Services, you've got the custodial side and you've got the probation and parole side. So we supervise 18,000 offenders in the community every day. So we're the people that supervise murderers, sex offenders, rapists, all those people that you don't realise are actually in the community, but they are. We're the people that decide to put them back in custody if they're too high risk. So how we got into the job is we came to Griffith Uni. So exactly what you guys are doing now. I was here on a careers night when I was just about to finish uni. I had no idea what I wanted to do. As Michael said, there is just so many options and I was just so confused. It was a careers night that made me realise I wanted to get into Queensland Corrective Services. I never really thought that you could sit across the table from a murderer or a rapist. And when I heard someone talking about it, I was like, wow, that's really interesting. You never have a dull day at Queensland Corrective Services, that's for sure.
And have a normal conversation with them.
Yeah. So with Griffith Uni, I absolutely loved the offender profiling. So I don't know about you guys, but what got me into criminology in the first place is I always watched Law and Order, CSI, all those types of shows. So at first it was a bit of a hobby and I told Mum and Dad I'm going to do criminology and they were like, oh, okay. But obviously now they're very proud of me and Alicia. Crime analysis investigation, also a really, really good class. So with Griffith Uni, I think the thing that's really good is, as Michael was saying, the lecturers are always involved in research. So with our job at the moment, our assessments are based on Griffith Uni research, which is absolutely fantastic. So we got a head start when we went into Queensland Corrective Services. We actually knew some of the assessments that we're actually going to be using on a day-to-day basis. The lecturers are really actively engaged in what you want to do after uni, so they're not just here to do their jobs and, okay, you're fine, you can go now. They're always asking you, what do you want to do after uni, giving you suggestions on what you should be doing. If you want to specialise in something, they'll give you the advice you need to go into different courses. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, even just, I guess, coming to these and understanding more about what's out there in these career paths. There's plenty of opportunity. As you can see, there's a lot of different agencies out there, and I guess we wouldn't have looked at corrective services in particular if we hadn't come here. So it's definitely worth coming and having a chat to us afterwards as well.
Yeah, definitely. So with Queensland Corrective Services, you guys can obviously come ask us all the questions you want to after. So we do a variety of different things. So every day, I guess, offenders report to us. We talk about the reason that they ended up offending in the first place. So obviously our main goal is to keep the community safe. That's our main goal. And if our offenders too high risk, they will go back to custody. So on a day-to-day basis, we may go to court, assist the courts on whether or not they should be placed in custody. They should be placed on a probation order. We go to custody when our offenders are placed in there, and we have those honest discussions of what actually went wrong for you to be placed into custody. So as I said, keeping the community safe and making sure offenders don't re-offend. There's never a dull day. So when people come in and they've got heaps of different issues, you may just feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to deal with this because you're not used to dealing with those people. But it's a really, really rewarding job. You feel like you are helping a lot of people, you're helping the community, and these are people that, sometimes they haven't been given opportunities that we've been given to go to uni and develop a desire in this type of degree or career. Just trying to think about what else there is.
We do a lot of reports, so for courts, for prosecutions, to go to the parole boards. We do it in our everyday work, as we said, we do a lot of assessments. in order to, I guess, understand the person and understand why people are offending, which is possibly why we also like profiling. But yeah, it's a really high-paced workplace, and you're always doing something every single day, whether you're eating lunch at your desk because you've got too much to do. They don't encourage that, by the way.
But it is very fun.
Yeah, it's worthwhile. We love our job. So.
And I think that's the thing that you go to uni for, is we go to uni because we want to do something that we love. There's no point in getting a career after uni where you don't enjoy getting up every day and going to work. And I think that's something that Griffith is really great at, is they really help you work out where you want to be, what's suited to your personality, and you go from there and you'll be happy in your day-to-day life. But come see us after, and our recruitment officer will be with us as well, so they'll answer any questions regarding that. Yes, okay. All right, so we're senior case managers, so we supervise high-risk offenders, so as I said, the real violent offenders in the community. There's so many different areas of QCS, so you've got the parole board, which decide whether or not people should stay in custody or whether or not they should come out into the community. There's the district manager and regional manager, there's a supervisor level, so you're constantly progressing. So you have weekly meetings with your supervisor to determine whether or not you need to work on something, what you're doing great at, and that's something that I love about our job, is you're constantly getting praised, which is great. But there's so many different opportunities to move into different places. We have, we've got programs as well, so that's something I'm interested in. So I see myself in the next 5 years getting into sex offender treatment programs, which is run by QCS. So when those sex offenders are out in the community, they're obviously doing programs to work out why they offended in the first place. So that's where I want to go in the next 5 years. But there's just so many opportunities in Queensland Corrective Services.
Yeah, we're constantly going to training, so I don't particularly know where I want to end up. But at the moment, it's just going to all the opportunities that we can. There's always new programs, new courses being run, so we always stick our hand up to come along and come to other career facilities like this, so it's great.
So come see us after.
Thank you.